Beautiful use of the personal shield in the poke phase, you know, right when the match starts. Everyone's going to be throwing damage at each other. You do a great job. Step out, get the charge, step back. So, good stuff. Now, you are looking here at your teammates to try and get some more energy out of this poke phase, which I think is actually a pretty smart idea. Now, you don't have another main frontliner because Roadhog is not going to step out here, right? Without a shield, your Roadhog, if he did this, would just get obliterated. So your Roadhog's playing smart going this way, and you're just, you know, trying to find any opportunity to, like, you know, toss a shield onto Anna to get energy. So this is great awareness. You see that she exits the fight, so you don't give her the barrier. Again, really good discipline. You realize, you know, I'm not going to get any more energy out of this. You just move on to the next fight, onto the point, and look, right. Like this is beautiful barrier management. Right as we need this barrier for the next fight, we have it. So perfect. Right, again, you know, I talk about this all the time. Being disciplined with your barrier, making impact. We see our allied Roadhog get hooked. We get a great barrier on him. So to get him to not die, I hope he turns this kill around and kills the enemy Roadhog. And you know, we're sitting pretty at 60 charge with a personal shield up. So if we play this right as Zarya, we're going to go from 60 to 100 and be an absolute monster in this fight. I really like our beam, grenade, you know, I don't want to call it preference. So we're beaming. This isn't my favorite reload because we could have still shot at their backline, but it's not too big of a deal because you were looking at your team, right? That's specifically what happened if you just look at these micro decisions. We're shooting. We see someone get hooked and he starts reloading because he, like, while you're looking over here to shield whoever got hooked, you're not going to be shooting at them. So he takes this, you know, tiny opportunity to reload. Well, and it's you know, it has its pros and cons. I think it worked out really well here. Maybe not so much in a different situation. So then we're coming at this fight with a 60 charge and a personal shield. We're seeing the grenade come out to try and knock the soldier up. Unfortunately, we did whiff a little bit, but you know, again, good instincts. A big group of enemies. We use grenade again. And look at that, 100 charge from 1 poke barrier and 2 mid-fight barriers. I mean, like I said, just really, really good barrier management and use by our Zarya player. Oh, so close. We just whiffed that grenade just a little bit. Right here, we wanted this Anna. So again, this was a beautiful instinct, right? This Anna's really weak, about 55 HP. This 90 charge grenade's gonna do about I don't know, 85 damage. So if this grenade hits, she's dead, but like, she jumped around, we missed a little bit. Unfortunately, she did live. We go for the follow-up grenade, and then the right hand throws up a shield. We were so close, like our Zarya was looking for it. She just got barrier back right as our Roadhog got hooked. So again, good instincts. Unfortunate that he got hooked twice in the span of both of your bubbles. I mean, you're fighting this fight as well as you can. Like, this was a beautiful fight from you, you know, for the most part. I'm just going back to see if there's anything else I want to critique, really, and there really isn't. I mean, besides obvious things like, I wish that grenade would have hit. I'm sure you as the player wish that grenade would have hit too, so there's really no point in mentioning it. Yeah, just really well fought by you. So now we see right here, we are not in a poke phase, so be careful with our barriers. Yeah, this is going to be really tough to push in, because the enemy team, since they realize they have the shield advantage, they are stuffing you in spawn. That's a good shield there, because someone was asleep, I believe. Yeah, so we see, you know, a sleeping Lucio, so we were waiting, we finally shield him, so Roadhog doesn't get the hook. Really good barrier decision there. Now, we don't get energy for it, but it made an impact. It stopped that person from dying. Unfortunately, our Roadhog goes ahead and gets hooked, because we, like I said, we don't have a, you know, a big frontal shield, and again, we as Zarya, we played that to the best of our ability. We did a good job protecting our teammates with our shields, and you only get one shield every 8 seconds, so you can't save everyone. Not sure if I'm a fan of this barrier though. Right, we're not in a poke phase, and Tracer, she probably has recall up. She takes like a smidgen of damage, and then we toss a shield on her. You know, if she had dove like over here, you know, I probably would have done it because you're assisting and engage. But this barrier is a little suboptimal, right? She's retreating to the health pack. She's not going in with it, especially because the enemy Roadhog has been doing a great job of getting hooks. At least just in this round, we see him hook what 3 enemies, Roadhog twice, or no, Roadhog 3 times. So, my goodness, you got, like I said, the enemy team. Finally, someone on our team does switch to Reinhardt, but by the time he shows up, we just get the enemy team, the allied team just gets stuffed. So, again, not much our Zarya can do here. She's doing the best she can. You know, right when these two people die, you can enter into a poke phase with the enemy. You know, you can play this door, stand back, just try and eat some spam and wait to regroup. So I'm hoping that with this next 2 barriers we have, we see some of that. Like Reinhardt, this Reinhardt needs to back up. We just lost both DPS. There's no reason to be here. If the enemy team was smart, they would just speed it and kill all 3 of you. Okay, so there's the one barrier for the poke phase, and there's the second barrier. So again, we see both barriers used in the poke phase, and look, 3 seconds on this one, 7 seconds on this one, and they just respawn. So again, beautiful barrier management, getting the most out of our barriers when the situation calls for it. And the situation was we're in a poke phase, so we can use the barriers for energy, and we do exactly that. We're to enter this next fight, you know, 60 plus energy. Oh, except you got a little too aggressive when you used your barriers already. Right here, you had projected barrier back, but you didn't have personal shield back. So you should have just, you know, taken what you had and just walked away. Right? You already had Graviton, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you already have Graviton. You already have the energy. So this micro mistake of just being a little bit too aggressive costs you dearly. You get picked. You lose all your charge. Yeah, there's no way you're living that. You lose all your charge. You had Graviton Pulse combo ready. You know, I'm sure you in this game felt bad for it, so we're not going to keep harping on it, but I mean, that is highly unfortunate.
6 seconds. I'm healing you so much. I got speed in 4 seconds.
The enemy team has a sound barrier, right? Oh, let's look at that scoreboard so we can kind of see what we're getting ourselves into in this next fight. Okay, so I don't think we've seen the enemy team use any ultimates, so they're at about 70% if they've just been stomping us this round specifically. So you can expect, as this team, the enemy team has every single ultimate. So this is going to be a really, really tough sell. Like, you're going to have to get an amazing grab off. Your Tracer's going to have to be extremely disciplined to bomb at just the right time. You know, if the Lucio sound barrier is too early, she can wait, because grab lasts 4 seconds and sound barrier decays pretty quickly. She can wait 2 seconds and then toss the pulse bomb and maybe clean up a couple of the kills. But if she does it too early, you know, the sound barrier is just going to eat the pulse bomb, and you know, we're not going to get anything for it. We're just going to have, you know, one ult's going to negate 2. You know, we're probably going to see Nano Boosted Blade, Nano Boosted Visor, and then we're going to, and Lucio's going to, all, I mean, our Reinhardt has no way of just switch. So, I mean, like, this is a weird, blue team is like in a tough rut, man. Like I said, that's exactly what I said right there. Right, the sound break came out, but oh my god, what great individual plays for everyone. So, they go high ground. Zarya, like I said in my advanced guide, Zarya is using the high ground to her advantage to get a Graviton over Reinhardt's shield. Reinhardt's here. He cannot stop this. Now, the main threat is if one of them was Genji, and it looks like this one might be Genji. Like, this is Ana and this is Lucio. I can't tell if this is Genji or Soldier. But doing a long-range grab like this, the main risk, at least versus the enemy team, is the Genji Reflect. Now, fortunately, that doesn't happen. So, let's look at this Graviton. We get, so it is Soldier, by the way. A great grab catches the 2 squishy members and the 2 tanks back into it, so now we're catching 4. The enemy Lucio did a great job separating himself, get sound barrier off. Our Zarya does the smart thing. She rotates around the Ryan shield so she can pepper this backline. Our Tracer does get the bomb off. I mean, the combination of our Zarya's damage, the pulse bomb, as well as the Ana grenade is just huge. Like you should not have gotten any kills from this because of the ultimate advantage the enemy team had, but it looks like you did end up getting two. Oh my god, if you win this, it's gonna be a miracle. What? Your Lucio didn't sound barrier? What?
I got speeding for seconds. How close are you, soldier?
What? There must have been a time for him to sound barrier.
They're all debuffed, they're all
Oh, he died to the tack visor. That is heartbreaking. He should have known that like I was saying before we ended, like the enemy team has every ult. He should have known that he was walking into multiple offensive ultimates and just to be prepared to use sound barrier. So again, that is highly unfortunate. Oh man. Oh, the round wasn't over. I could have sworn the round was gonna end. Okay. Bubbling our Ryan charging in. Great bubble there. Focusing a big one-shot threat, Roadhog, with our personal shield. Good job there. Ooh, good Earthshatter. Good bubble on Orion, who's fighting for his life. Man, I must say, your tracking is top-notch. It is. I feel like it's way better than mine. Oh my god. What a team fight win. The enemy team probably used all 6 ultimates.
They're going top side, I think. Yeah.
Soldier hit Z. Oh, okay, you already. Okay, cool.
Oh, again, this is another bubble I'm not a fan of. So,
Soldier hit.
all right, let's talk about poke phase on this one. So, if right when they enter, you could maybe justify that you could initiate a poke phase right here, but it's still not that far. There's not that much distance between the two teams. So you have to do it though right as they enter. But you wait until they get about halfway to you and then you use this bubble.
Okay.
Like this bubble, like he's inside the room. So I don't know. I'm not a fan of this because either he has to charge with this bubble. I mean, that's really the way you're gonna get use out of this bubble is if someone charges. Like if you only get energy for this, it's not gonna be worth it because now this Reinhardt can charge in here. The enemy Roadhog can now hook somebody. I mean, there were so many better uses for this bubble than just for energy. So I really hope in the next second we see this Ryan do something with it. And my heart is broken because he does not. Where was our personal shield? I just want to, because it looks like we did a really good job there of eating the spam. So we used our personal shield correctly in the poke phase, right as they entered, but we did not use the projected shield at the right moment.
Okay, cool.
Shield recharging.
So it's amazing the enemy team did not capitalize on your use of shield right there. This Ryan probably has charge. Excuse me while I mute these notifications. This Ryan probably has charge. So, and Roadhog has hook. So, I mean, they could have done a 1-2 punch. He charges the Ryan, even if he doesn't have to hit the Ryan. If he just knocks the Ryan in the air. Oh, wow, my pen size changed. If he just knocks the Ryan in the air, then... Oops. Wow, I don't know what I did. Yeah, if he just knocks the Ryan in the air, that gives Roadhog an opportunity to hook anyone on the point, right? You don't have bubble and you don't have projected shield. But this Ryan's play is a little bit too passive in my opinion, knowing the advantage that his team has. I mean, it's amazing that you get all that time back to have another projected barrier. It's a great projected barrier too because Reinhardt's in the thick of it. He is swinging like a madman. You're building so much ultimate off of the enemy Roadhog. By the way, guys, I'm working on a Graviton guide and I'm talking about building your ultimate. This was a perfect example of how to do that. even like our player is doing a good job of maintaining high charge with some good and maybe some not so good barriers. But the main thing is focus down the enemy tanks. Wasn't in a position. Wait, did he kill Reinhardt? Right there. He's obliterating Reinhardt's health. He gets some charge off that. We get a really good reload, and then look at this Roadhog. When this fight's over, if you're Roadhog, don't drink, because you're just giving another 300 HP over to the team that won the fight in ult charge. He drinks, our Zarya just farms ult off of him, and that's what I mean. Huge HP targets. Zarya, Diva, Roadhog, Winston, Reinhardt are great for building Graviton.
Are we holding close?
I've got hammer down.
I go to you.
Alright, good. We used our personal shield in that poke phase. Now don't make the same mistake with your projected shield. He's okay, he's okay. Great discipline. I know you were thinking it, I know you wanted to shield your Genji, but you did a really good job not shielding him. Come on. Just watch out for the reflect. Oh, what a good... You were thinking about it too. Right here, he was thinking about it. We had, I believe, Lucio's right here, Soldier, Genji, but the Genji was the threat. And Anna's over here. If we had done this, Genji could have reflected it, so he postures for it and falls back. So smart play there. I honestly want to see you just like ult right into this wall as they push in.
Shield recharging.
Ooh. Oh man. You guys didn't have any offensive ults ready? You get a great... I'm not gonna lie, this is such a good grab. Your Reinhardt announces shield recharging, so he has to back up, which invites the enemy Reinhardt in. And then the enemy shield is over here, so this Graviton is not gonna have any shield for it. So you do a great job of catching, like I said, as they push in, you're gonna catch a lot of these squishy members. It looks like you catch Lucio, and Soldier went through the other side. Reinhardt should have timed his Earth Shatter maybe a little better. Where was our projected barrier, though? Oh, see, I can't even... Like, this is a great barrier because, they are both knocked down. I'm hoping you put it on the stim guy. Yeah, you did. Even better. Oh, there's only so much you can do, though. Just one small improvement here is use the beam and grenade when attacking a Graviton. You can still get all 4 grenades out while throwing in some beam in there. And beam, when you're at high charge, just does a lot of damage, even in short little increments. So we see a grenade, a shield, and then grenade, reload, and then just a grenade. We could be adding in some beams, grenade, beam, grenade, beam, grenade, beam, and it does more damage than just grenade. If you want to see that demonstrated, was in my Zarya Advanced Guide somewhere in like the back half. And it does more damage than just grenade. Now, like I said, you played that to the best of your ability. Like your Reinhardt shield recharging, like I said, invited the enemy Reinhardt in, and the enemy Reinhardt got a beautiful Earth Shatter off on like 4 key members. I think only you and Reinhardt made it out of that Earth Shatter. So I can't really follow you there. I mean, maybe you could have blocked it with personal shield, but I don't think I'll ever really expect Zaryas to block shatters with personal shield. I do it, but sometimes it's on purpose and sometimes it's on accident. It's more of like in your gut, like in your gut kind of thing. So I'm not gonna like fault you for not doing that. Just maybe in the future, just know it's something you can do as Zarya. That way you can maybe add it into your bag of tricks as a Zarya player. But, I mean, you played that round really well. You had a lot of good barriers. Now, we saw the one overextension after you used barriers in the poke phase. We saw you get punished very hard for that. And, it just bled more time away. So that was the biggest mistake I saw that round. But for the most part, you did a great job of bubbling key allies when they needed it. You had pretty good Gravitons, using high ground to your advantage, get over the Rhine shield, and I mean overall it's just a really solid Zarya play. So, like I said, I did a review on Lijiang Tower like a couple weeks ago. I believe he was Master. And this is really similar to that game, right? In my opinion, in each of these games, the Zarya is doing almost everything right. You know, like I said, nobody's perfect. I've never said I'm perfect. If anyone, you know, I am not a perfect player by any means. But for the most part, our Zarya is playing extremely well. But at some point, it's on the onus of the team as a whole to win the game. So I think the enemy team is just better than our team, at least from what we've seen. But like I said, you know, really good round, really good first round, really good second round. You know, hopefully we keep that going in this third round. Anyway, let's start with this next one. Thanks for sticking around till the end of the video. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button on the right hand side. And if you want to see more videos, check out these two on the left. Again, thank you so much for watching and have a good one.